What's up, the world? And I normally, like I said, try to mind my business. I think I'm pretty good at doing that, just minding my business. But sometimes stuff happens around you where you just, it's like, man, this is just annoying as shit, right? One of those things for me is the WNBA, right? Like, I'm all for people, you know what I'm saying, fighting for equality and fighting for the ability to, you know what I mean, fighting for equality or fighting for the ability to do something they need to do. That make, you know what I'm saying, that makes sense. You're trying to make money, you trying to set up things and make money. Then I can understand why, you know what I'm saying, you would make arguments sometimes that you know they really aren't true, but you still make them because basically it's in your financial interest to make that argument. No, I'm all for that. The problem I have with the WNBA that pisses me off about the WNBA is they are the most arrogant people you will find, right? They are the most arrogant. First of all, I've never seen a league, no matter what type of league it is, that feels that fans, like normally people try to cater to fans. They don't try to cater to fans at all. They feel as if fans should just watch them because they're on. It is the most arrogant. It is one of the most arrogant things I think I've ever witnessed from a fledgling band. No matter what suggestions people try to give them, they take them disrespectfully and find a way to be offended by them when they're not offensive at all. They smugly give themselves they have this unearned sense of accomplishment, like they've done some shit, and it's like what pisses me off. I'll start from the beginning, right? Draymond Green came out a couple days ago, maybe a week or so ago, and he said, I think that the WNBA, I'm tired of them complaining and not really doing anything to fix the situation. They're not giving any answers. They just keep saying they need to get paid more. And he pointed out, well, if you keep saying you need to get paid more, then the logical response to that is you're losing money. Why the hell would we pay you more? Right? See, and this is the problem the WNBA has, why I say that they're smug, but they really don't have good reason to be smug. The WNBA talks a lot of shit, right? But they're essentially a welfare league, meaning none of the money that they are given, they earn. Right? So that is the funniest thing about the WNBA. None of the money they get paid, they actually earn, because they lose money. The vast majority of their teams lose money. They're a terrible league, right? And they're a terrible league because A, they refuse to change anything. They think that everybody should just like them because they play basketball, even though they do it at a sufficiently lower level, a drastically lower level than their male counterparts, right? And they love to say, well, we're skilled. You're not damn skilled, okay? Stop saying that. You're not skilled, right? Stop. Just because you're slower and shoot more doesn't make you more skilled. Okay, whether it's a 3-point contest or whatever contest you want to have, the NBA will blow the WNBA out of the water. You're not that good, okay? You're not that good because A, the vast majority of women who are talented at a sport don't choose to play basketball. Secondly, most of the time when you find girls who do play basketball, they generally won't start playing basketball until they're around 9th grade, 10th grade. And it's not like they're going against the top competition in high school or at any level, because most girls don't play basketball. So you're not going to get the best athletes. You're getting the best of a bad population sample. So you're really not ever getting the best of the best in the WNBA or college women's basketball. You're just getting the ones that actually play. So that's fine. If you choose to play basketball and you're a woman and you're good at it, that's fine. There's a lot of really, really talented WNBA players. Diana Taurasi is a beast. Great basketball player by every metric. There's a lot of players like that that are just great. But there's a lot of girls who are just damn tall. Okay, they're not good. They're just tall. And I would say that's probably about 60 to 70% of the league is just tall. They're not talented. They're tall. And you look at Brittany Griner. She is so untalented. She is just tall. And you know what I'm saying? You look at someone like Candace Parker. Candace Parker is talented and tall. Brittany Griner is tall. They got that girl that plays the UConn. Very talented girl, but let's be real. If she was playing with boys, she would be considered she wouldn't be a starter on most teams. Okay, so you have to understand the arrogance that comes behind the people who know they're less talented than the people that they're criticizing, yet think that people should watch them because they're women. I don't go to places out of sympathy. There's way too much competition on television and in entertainment in general for me to be watching you out of charity. Okay? No, stop trying to get people to watch y'all game out of charity and try to actually be entertaining. Anything that you suggest to them that somehow could make the game entertainment, they find to be offensive. Why don't you lower the goal? That's offensive. You play with a smaller ball. What's the difference? Well, we've been planning on saying, well, y'all better get used to it because at the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to see y'all to play on no 12-foot goal. They are doing layups, underhanded. They are literally doing layups, shooting layups overhanded. They have to shoot layups, and you want me to be blown away by the talent? Like, come on, you shoot layups. I don't see guys shoot layups outside of like the 6th grade. These are grown women. And it makes sense because they're grown women and they're the same height as a 6th grade guy. So half of them can't shoot on the goal. Why not just bring the goals down? Because that's essentially, you're shorter. You're going against a biological barrier. Just bring the goal down. Now you can actually see more of the athleticism for women. But you can't see that athleticism because the ones who aren't that athletic, no, they wouldn't be able to dunk still. So they rely on this old, and the problem too is these women can't retire because they don't make that much money. So they have to stay in the league for years and years and years, which causes it to be a league of nepotism. Like, you have a bunch of people who are not the best players on their team. They're just there because they don't want to cut them. Because they're old. And it's like, dude, you're old as hell. You're not really that talented. But I got to keep you on the team because really we didn't pay you enough for you to retire at a young age. So you got these people. These people aren't retiring. They're in year 20 and not retiring. I mean, they're in year 15 not retiring or whatever. Or they've been around since the league existed. And at the end of the day, it's like, dude, what the hell you want me to do? You want me to watch these old ass ladies coming up, struggling up and down, but won't retire because they don't have any pension plan? I'm sorry, you are not in a position to be talking shit. Okay, WNBA, you're not in position to demand people to watch you. I've never seen that in my entire life. Could you imagine if a TV show came on the television screen, told you they're not going to do a damn thing they think that the fans will like, and the fans should like what they put out because the fans should support them because they support the men. It's like, I don't care. The men, we don't support the men. We watch the men. They're entertaining. We don't watch you because you're not. It's not that hard to get. Nobody wants to see people shooting layups and balling threes. I'm sorry. They're not even good dribbling. That's the thing that blows me away. They're not even like exciting like Kyrie Irving. Like, if you're not going to be dunking and all this other stuff, at least be like Kyrie Irving, Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Breaking ankles. They don't even do that. It's just you sitting there like this. I've never watched. I never actually sat through. I've never scratched that. I never could sit through at least 2 quarters of a WNBA game. I remember one time I sat there, I ended up forgetting I was watching it like 3 minutes into it. I saw them go up and down the court, I think about 10 times, missing every single shot. And at the end of the first quarter, I think the score was 16-12. I could go see that shit in a middle school basketball game. I want to see people shooting free throws, shooting layups and missing 9 out of their 10 shots. It's like, I don't want to watch that. You're not good. And just because you think you're good doesn't make you good. Okay, you can't demand people to watch you because you want them to watch you. You have to actually bring in fans. You can't demand them. Okay, you can't demand someone watches you. You can't demand someone have interest in what you do. And the reason why they're like this is because they're up it because they have never had to earn a damn thing. They've always been. The reason why they keep bitching about getting more and more is because that's how they've gotten everything they've gotten. They've never earned the money the little money they make. They haven't earned that. They tried to go at it on their own. They went bankrupt, had to come back after going bankrupt, groveled to the NBA. The NBA took them on as a welfare system. Now, how the hell the NBA, you even existing, is a testament to how much the NBA cares about the WNBA. Your existence proves that. But you have the nerve to go to the people who actually care, because when you had to do it on your own, people didn't care. The fans didn't care so much that you went bankrupt. Yet you come out and demand to get paid more. I'm sorry, go back and look at labor strikes over the years. A strike is how you choose to get paid, because you show people that they need what you have. So I'm gonna strike because you can't find someone to do what I do, and it's gonna hurt you. They can't strike because they know if they strike, no one will give a shit. So they can't strike. They're stuck in a position where they can't strike, yet they're demanding more money without actually proving their worth. So if you're in a position where you cannot strike because you know that no one will care about you striking, that means whatever they're paying you, you're probably not worth that. So you're demanding more, even though you're not even worth the money you're currently being paid. Someone make that make sense. And you have the damn nerve to demand someone watch your show. You have the damn nerve to have someone to demand that someone care about your shitty product, that you don't even care enough about the fans to change to their liking. And I heard them come on there and say, well, it's because we don't, they don't market, they don't market the NBA. If we got, we were getting talked about it, but no one will still give a shit. You know why you're not being talked about? Because no one cares. There's a story that could pop up about the WNBA that anyone would care about. You know why? Because you don't do anything. Okay? You don't do anything special aside from show up, play a game at a way lower level than the people they're used to watching, while bitching about social issues that have nothing to do with the actual sport. Now, it's okay for the NBA to speak on social issues because they're stating you guys are accepting our product without accepting where the environment that creates the product you love. The WNBA has absolutely no foot to stand on because no one likes their product. So how the hell are you gonna sit up and provoke? You already have no fan base. That means you cannot afford to turn off anybody. Yet they stand and say, we're gonna kneel for nothing. Whatever. That's your prerogative. You want to do it? Fine. You'll hear no words from me. But expect there to be backlash and expect you to lose a little of the little bit of fans you may have. And if I'm the NBA, I'm like, look, I understand the social issues. I understand you want to speak out on these issues, but you got to realize we're footing the bill for y'all. And the little money y'all getting, you cannot be turning away people. I don't care who those people are. You can't be turning away people based on some social narrative that you ain't gonna change. No, I ain't gonna give a shit about y'all doing that. All you doing is hurting the bottom line. The little bottom line you do have. That's what makes me so angry, because anytime you try to talk to them about it, it so personifies the American woman, right? The American male understands life is not fair. Things are never equal. They're rarely ever even semi-equal. They're all the cards are incredibly slanted to the rich, and poor people, we have to get in where we fit in. Men understand it. Women, not in America. Women in America think that because one person gets a quarter, everybody should get a quarter. That shit doesn't work. Because if everybody got a quarter, the value of a quarter just dropped. You can't give everybody $15 an hour wages because it's gonna rise the product of freaking. You think I want my fast food worker making $15 an hour? No, I do not.